Today, I want to show you the 5 greatest bass fills you've never heard. I'll see you inside the video. Hey guys, it's James here from eBassGuitar and welcome to a brand new feature on the eBassGuitar YouTube channel where we are going to be showcasing pieces of music, fills and bass players that chances are you've never heard before. The unsung heroes, the greats of the bass world. So today I want to start off with a really personal piece of music, something that still makes me emotional and sends the hairs on the back of my neck standing on end when I hear it to this very day. So I'll tell you the story behind it. About 20 years ago, I was working on a show called Saturday Night Fever, the Bee Gees show. And the show was in a place called Darlington in the UK. And I was driving over to the Overwater bass factory to have my bass at the time set up. It was maybe an hour-and-a-half journey. And I asked the guitarist in the band, a wonderful musician called Lewis, can he recommend an album for me to listen to? So Lewis, the guitarist, recommended one album and I went off to the music shop, R Price as it was called at that time, and got this CD here. This is the James Taylor live album from 1993. And what I heard coming up blew my mind. So before, I always thought James Taylor was this loose, folky musician and his music wouldn't really be my bag because I was into jazz, I was into soul, I was into funk, anything with incredibly chopsy music on it. But when I heard this changed absolutely everything. So what I heard was the epitome of great groove, great time, great musicianship, great feel, incredible technical facility. Everything that I wanted to be as a musician back in 2004 and still do to this very day. So the rhythm section on this album is the great Jimmy Johnson, who is still playing with James Taylor to this very day, and Carlos Vega on drums, who is sadly no longer with us. He has to be my favorite drummer and is definitely one of those players that you should hear talked about more often because his breadth of work and his playing is just incredible. So please do check him out. To this day, Carlos Vega and Jimmy Johnson are still my favorite rhythm section ever because of this album. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to take apart one of the tracks. The track is Up on the Roof, and what you're going to discover is Jimmy Johnson's bass playing is so simple and tasteful, but he comes out every now and again with these incredible fills. So today I'm going to take apart those 5 incredible fills. They go from very simple and very straightforward to absolutely complex and mind-blowing. So back in 2006, I transcribed the bass part note for note as I heard it then. So I'm going to give you my bass part from back then, and I'm also going to give you the notation and the tablature to the 5 fills that we're discussing today. So if you want the free PDF with all of this great information, please click the link which is in the description below. Hey guys, it's James here. Look, just before we get going, we had a bit of a shock when we came to publish this video that the Up on the Roof live version was blocked in every single country on YouTube. So we couldn't use any of the original audio track whatsoever. And the context of listening to these fills in action with the rest of the band is absolutely crucial. We decided that we wouldn't contest it with YouTube because it was just simply too risky, and we need to look after the bigger plan of our YouTube channel because it could get blocked. So what we're going to ask you to do on this occasion is click the link or the video which is somewhere around here, which is going to have the original track in, and listen to that first of all because it's so important to hear the context of these fills, and then watch the remainder of this video where I take these beautiful fills apart one by one, and hopefully that will give you the best experience and really appreciate the beauty of these bass guitar fills that I'm just about to show you. So make sure you click the link up here to watch the original video first. So fill number 1 is about 45 seconds in. It's halfway through the bridge. So on bar 6 of the bridge, Jimmy Johnson plays this beautifully lyrical bass fill. It is just 1 bar long and it goes from an F minor chord to a D minor chord. It sounds like this. So really, really simple. I'll play that again. And And what you'll discover about his playing is it is so melodic and so beautifully articulated, has so much shape to it. So the notes of that are an F at the beginning of the bar, and then halfway through the second beat he goes to the F octave on the G string and goes so up to the G, and he hammers on, and then on the final eighth note of the bar he goes back to the E and then plays E, F, E, and that lands him on the D there. So beautifully melodic. So let's move on to our next fill. So our next fill is around 1 minute 30 in the track, and it's in the second bridge in exactly the same bar 5 of that bridge. Let's listen to it first and check it out. So a fill based on the same idea, but he's developed it on. And this is great because it starts leading us into the energy of the chorus which is coming up. So this is the fill. Let me play it to you first. So this starts off from an F and slides into a C, like so. And then what he does up here is he plays an F and then plays F, G, A, like so. But crucially, what I'm hearing is he just plays it with one pluck and pushes and hammers forward. And then back to the F and then to the E. That same pattern that you heard earlier. So a beautiful little fill there. So let's move on to fill number 3. Now after the chorus there is a bridge, and the beautiful thing about this bridge is it's played up the octave to give it a more melodic flavour and a lightness to it. And you can hear Jimmy Johnson playing this bass line up the octave, and you can also hear how he develops a fill at exactly the same space. So I'm going to let the track run into the chorus and you will hear the immense feel of this rhythm section. Listen to how beautifully laid back and behind the beat this chorus is. It's an absolute joy to play. So let's check it out. So fill number 3 over exactly the same chords, an F to a D minor, but we're going to start one beat before on the C note. So this is the phrase. So the first thing I want to impress on you is how lyrical this is. There are virtually no gaps in there, and the slides as well between the notes. And I don't think he is plucking that many of the notes with his right hand or his plucking hand, which gives this beautiful sense of articulation to it. So let's talk it through. From the C, we're going to slide into the F, and then hold that for as long as possible. And then on the second beat of the bar, we're going to slide into an F on the D string like that. So that's the first bit, like so. And then what he does when he's got to the F, so he goes straight up an F major scale. And how I'm hearing it is he hammers the F to the G and then hammers the next 3 notes. Then he shifts back position here and comes down a D minor scale. So pulls off D, A to G, and then F to E, D, like so. So the whole thing. And when I played this, there's just a lightness and a delicacy to it, which gives you this beautifully melodic bass fill, which just pops out of the mix at that beautiful moment in time. So guys, we're halfway through this video now. I really hope you're enjoying it. I hope it's inspiring you as much as it inspired me when I very first heard this. Please do go back and listen to this original track all of the way through. Also, listen to the different live versions which are out there on YouTube, and you'll hear slightly different versions of these fills, but largely they've stayed the same over many years, which just shows a testament to their beauty and their longevity. So I've got 2 more fills to come, but first of all, I've got a very quick favor. If you're enjoying this video and you're not subscribed to the eBassGuitar YouTube channel, please can you hit that red subscribe button? What this means is you'll be the first to know when a new video goes live, and you'll never miss a video either, because we release one every single week on the eBassGuitar YouTube channel. What this means for us is the more subscribers that we can get on the channel, the more we can keep growing it, and the more free content we can keep putting out there. So it's a win-win for absolutely everybody. So please hit the red button, which is somewhere around this video. So it's time to up the gas now and really show Jimmy Johnson's incredible technical facility too. We've got two incredible fills coming up. The first one I want to show you is around 3 minutes 30, and it's over the final chorus, and it's 1 bar long, and it's over a D minor chord. Let me play it to you. So here we're going from an F chord up to a D minor chord, and this is the fill he plays. So he puts this beautiful 16th note fill at the end of the bar. So what he does is this is the first phrase, which is simply just root, 5th, octave, and then back to the 5th, bum, ba, da, da. And then just at the end of the second beat, he does this to take us into the G chord coming up. So those notes are an A, and then it hits the octave here, and then he goes up to the 3rd, minor 3rd there, and then just down the scale to hit the G there. So check out the beauty of that. Play that slowly to begin with, then speed it up. So we come to fill number 5 now, and this is located 5 bars from the end, and it's an absolute monster, and it goes over a D minor chord. And the brilliance of it is it uses virtually the whole register of the 5-string bass. It goes from the very top note. In fact, I don't have the right amount of frets on this instrument, so I've just got to play it slowly for you, all the way down to the low D. So it's absolutely beautifully crafted. Let's listen to it in context with the track. So what the heck is that fill? Now here's the interesting thing is when you do transcription of complex music, often the transcription can change over time as your ears develop, or you hear things different, or perhaps you just wrote it down wrong. And when I transcribed this back in probably 2005, 2006 time, I wrote out the fill very differently to how I've learnt it now, or what I recognize to be the bass fill. And in my view, that's completely cool, because that's part of the process of learning and transcribing and building your ears and hearing things differently. So let me play you this monster of a fill slowly. Like so. And I'm going to take apart what I think it is. So there is a D on beat 1. And then what I think he does is he plays an open D here, because the fill is over a D minor chord. He does that. And then he hits a high F, which I don't have on this instrument here. So I'm just going to bend into it. And then he comes so F, E, D, A. So. And then hitting a final F down there. So that's the first phrase. With that open D before. Like that. And then he hits, I believe, another open D here. And then he uses that time when he's playing the open D, which is only a 16th note, to get back down into the lower register. Then he plays a C, A, F, D, like that. So you end up... If you play it like that, it can all be played on a rake with the right hand. Like so. So let's put that together. Like so. And then it lands back into a G on the next bar, like so. So this is one of these fills that you need to take apart really, really slowly and then start to speed it up. So it's still work in progress for me to play cleanly, but this is all part of the learning process. And I guarantee I might hear this fill slightly different when I come to transcribe this track again in a year or two's time. and that's totally cool and all part of the process. Guys, that's the end of today's video. Now, as I said, this is a really personal track. There is so much that I could talk about within this, but for me, those fills are the most striking thing because they are so tasteful and really add to the track and don't detract from anything else. So please do listen to this track from beginning to end. So to wrap up this video, I just want to say a massive thank you to Jimmy Johnson and Carlos Vega for making this incredible track, which honestly changed my life and still gives me goosebumps to this very day. For me, it's got absolutely everything that I look for in a bass part and a rhythm section. So it is the epitome of the ultimate musicianship for me. So thank you very, very much. This really was a track that changed my life. So guys, that's the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to learn more about what we do at eBassGuitar, please do head over to eBassGuitar.com and check out the BassLab Plus. BassLab Plus is my private members program where there's a full step-by-step program to take you from playing your very first notes all the way through to making you a seasoned, experienced bass player. I'm going to give you a very quick link so you can take it for a test drive for 14 days completely free and see if it's for you. The link for the 14-day free is in the description below this video. Cheers, I've been James from eBassGuitar and I look forward to seeing you on the inside.